Welcome to episode 220 of the AHRC Marathon Training Vlog.
I'm here.
And I'm MK. And today is race week. It's the first day of race week. So we're beginning our race week with a nice 6-mile recovery run. Feels good to shake out the legs after a really tough session yesterday. We had a last medium long run. If you missed that one, I'll leave a card for you at the end of the video. Today, I want to talk about race equivalence and how important it is, or not important it is, to be able to hit race equivalence that we get from the vDOT calculator when trying to figure out training paces for a marathon race goal. My friend Greg, he's a mature runner, and he had a question about race equivalence and vDOT calculated training paces. He told me that for his race goal, he's able to hit all of the vDOT calculated paces, and I'm assuming also hit those race equivalents except for interval or the ability to run at a certain speed at VO2 max. I'm going to assume that that also means that he's not able to hit that 5K race goal, because your 5K time is directly tied to your ability to run at interval paces. As a runner who can consistently run a 3-hour marathon or better, I have to be the first to admit that I cannot hit my vDOT calculated 5K race goal. Why do we practice all these different types of running? Easy pace, interval pace, lactate threshold pace, marathon pace. Why do we do all of these different types? Well, we do easy pace runs to develop our aerobic capacity or our aerobic endurance. And we do marathon pace runs because it's race specific. Remember, specificity is king. You practice it a bunch and you'll do it well. We spend time at lactate threshold effort to develop our ability to clear lactate. Remember, we don't just create lactate when we're running really hard at tempo paces. We're always creating lactate, we're always clearing it. But when we practice at that highest upper level or threshold level, then we develop the ability to clear it even better. So we don't just clear lactate at threshold levels. There's also lactate that's being cleared at high aerobic levels or at marathon pace, and that can start to accumulate over time. And we do VO2 max sessions or run at interval pace in order to increase our speed at VO2 max. And then what does this help? Well, it'll improve our running economy a great deal, so that when I run at marathon pace, it'll feel much easier. It'll feel slower than if I didn't practice running at interval pace and increase my speed at VO2 max. It's all about trying to fit all the pieces of the puzzle and put it together to make your marathon experience as positive as possible and to increase the odds of hitting your goal. But do we necessarily have to have all the pieces in order to hit our marathon race goal? Not necessarily. My ability to run at VO2 max and my ability to run at lactate threshold is quite low. I can't hit my vDOT calculated race equivalents for the 5K or the 10K. It's not an excuse, but it's a reality that I'm also a mature runner, Greg. And as somebody who's fast approaching 50 years old, longevity is really key for me. And for me personally, it's not worth it to go to the well on super fast runs, hard track sessions, really difficult tempo runs, and risk injuring myself. I make up for it by really developing good aerobic endurance and an ability to clear lactate at a high level of aerobic activity. So that translates to being able to run at a marathon pace and being able to clear lactate for a very long time. This has allowed me to reach marathon goals that I've set. If I want to go to that next level, I realized that I have to have more pieces of the puzzle. I can't just be good at running at a medium level pace, at marathon pace. In order to go, let's just say, under 250 in the marathon, I would have to start doing more interval sessions and increase my speed at vDOT max, really improve my running economy, and try to make my new marathon pace feel easy. So Greg, if you're happy with your marathon goal and you're hitting your half marathon race equivalent, your 10K race equivalent, but you're just missing that 5K race equivalent according to your vDOT calculated equivalence, then don't sweat it. It's okay. It's very likely, especially if you can hit the half marathon equivalent, that you'll be able to achieve your marathon goal. But at some point, you're not going to want to stop there. At some point, if you want to further your marathon skills and you want to go for an even faster marathon goal, at some point you're going to have to make a decision taking into consideration your health. If you're going to work on your vDOT max skills. If you do decide to work on your vDOT max skills, then you can do so by doing a 5K race preparation training plan. Usually 5 to 8 weeks is plenty to notice a significant difference in your vDOT max capability. A typical 5K training plan includes a Tuesday speed session where you alternate between doing repetitions and intervals, a Thursday tempo run, a Saturday race where you can either race your 5K on Saturday or do a vDOT max track session on Saturday, and then a Sunday long run. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. You can fill in the rest of the days with either cross training or recovery runs, depending on what your purposes are for weekly volume. Greg, I hope this helps. And if you're a mature runner and you're out trying to improve the quality of your own life, just like me and Greg, then I hope this helps you too. And if you're not a mature runner and you're just trying to achieve your marathon goals, I'm sure this will help as well. I hope you have a great day.
And a meaningful run.
We'll see you in the next one. All right, bye now.